the game is in shambles right now. Lilith, get your shit together, man. What the hell is Shade Mother even? You made it out to be like Shade Mother to be this very grand thing. It's going to release something new, but it's just an extension to like the shadow bosses. You fucked up, man. Lilith, you fucked up big time. And don't fucking dare to release another OP shimmer like Shenpin just to make up for that revenue loss. You are a clown, grade A clown. Top tier grade A clown action moments if you release another OP shimmer just to make up for that lost revenue. I will clown on you forever if you release another OP shimmer just to make up for that revenue loss. Get your shit together. And yeah, so for this video I'm just gonna showcase to you Tevor. Right now we have Tevor as rates up. You can choose him to be rated up for 5 days, and hopefully I can convince you why or why not to go for Tevor. The too long didn't watch version is don't summon for Tevor and wait for Nusi rate up or Shenpin rate up. Those units are just better than Tevor. Alright, so the first showcase is going to be on Apep. If you take a look at the information that we have on Apep, now if you take a look at this one, Apep receives more damage from Inferno Esbus. If I'm not mistaken, this is up to like it's 75% extra damage from Inferno, right? But I want you guys to pay close attention to Tevor's damage in comparison to Stewart's damage. This is my current team. It's 9 turns on average, but Tevor, his job right here is to help clear the waves on wave 1 and 2. I will change my team once I get R2 Ethan, but yeah, with Tevor you can actually use him to clear the wave because he gets his S3 every single time you move wave, so he's not going to waste any of his cooldowns right here. Ashley can use the S2, and then Tevor moves, he helps to kill like at least one of the enemy, and then Drew cleans up. I want you guys to pay close attention to Tevor's damage. He is a shimmer unit, which means he's not getting that 75% additional damage, and I want you guys to look at his damage. Look at this. Okay, can we get a defense break? Okay, let me just show you. No defense break, 100,000. I'll show you one more time with a defense break. Stewart did 193k damage, but that's because he has type advantage and he gets that extra 75% extra damage. So yeah, boom, 9 turns. Let me show you once again on defense break, and you'll see how much damage he does. We got the boss to be defense broken. There's some RNG here. He has a 30% chance to miss, but it's okay. We'll see that his damage on defense break just is slightly below, yeah, 134k, and he's not getting that 75% additional damage that Stewart is getting due to being type advantage, which is pretty insane. So if he did get the 75% damage increase, he would do upwards of like 220k. That's pretty insane. So his single target capability is completely out the gate. It's crazy. And let me just show you my build on him. That's my Brewster. My Ashley is on triple attack, and that's my Tevor. He's on attack as well, because since the boss will have the highest HP, defense, and attack, you will land all of these marks on the boss, which means he will benefit from the 25% ignore defense, 600% true damage from attack, which cannot crit, which is why I gave him triple attack. That's why his damage is pretty insane, even though he's not type advantage. Technically, he's not getting the 75% increase from being Inferno. And that's my Stewart. He's on Thor set, crit damage, attack. And yeah, that's about it. For Apep, he serves two purposes, which is to clear the wave 1 and wave 2, to help with the wave 2. And then on the boss phase, he does an extremely high amount of damage comparable to Stewart even. So yeah, he's really good in Apep. For Kronos, it's not really consistent to be using him, because for Ggez's spot, you want to run either Ggez or Leora, and then Ashley will stay here unless you have R6 Intisar. Ollie is a permanent stay. Unless there's a higher DPS than him, he will not be power crap in Kronos. For low turn count, he's like a must because he applies the defense down without taking his turn. But in this spot, you can either go with Kalmus, Stewart, Taylor, those espers that reduces their own health. So there's no spot that you can really sub for Tevor in. You can sub this spot in for Tevor, but it's not going to be consistent because then you wouldn't proc Ollie's passive 100% of the time. If you run Kalmus or Stewart or whatever, the boss will always go for Kalmus and kill Kalmus, and then Ollie will then proc his passive. But without this type of units right here, it's not going to be consistent, and you'll see in the leaderboard, like, not many people will run Tevor in their Kronos speed teams. Like in this spot right here, no one is running Tevor. Yeah, no one. Until I think Bravel ran Tevor. Yeah, Bravel, but that's only because he's R6. So he will perform a pursuit and inflict sear on his S1. Otherwise, it wouldn't work all that well. As you can see, there's not many Tevor. Actually, there's no Tevor at all aside from that R6 Tevor. Okay, we have one more Tevor, but oh, that's M. Pretty fast, 10.9 turns, but he has to chance it that the boss either goes for Shenpin or Tevor. Yeah, we don't see as many Tevors in Kronos because, again, the Kronos lineup is very tight when it comes to the units that you need. So let's take a look at Tevor's performance in Shadow stream. It's probably not going to be any better than like Ggez, but I think he's going to be pretty oh my god, okay, 4 okay. Something went wrong here, let me just check. Okay, everything is fine. I think one of my units just died. Yeah, okay, 17 million. I'll do 5 blitz. Let's see. Yeah, it's not looking too good because Ggez instead of Tevor, Ggez gains that shield, which is pretty massive, and it helps him survive. I can guarantee you that Tevor doesn't survive the boss because he keeps on dying. Let's check out the latest one, 7 million, and I can guarantee you that Tevor just dies from all of the boss's attack. He might be good in the new Shade Mother because in that game mode it's emphasizing, yeah, he died. If Ggez was there, he wouldn't have died because he has that massive shield whenever he transforms. But yeah, Tevor could be good in the new Shade Mother because in that Shadow boss, it's highly emphasizing that you bring Shimmer units instead of like the RGB units, right? So Tevor might be really good in that one. We can't say for certain because, you know, this game can sometimes recommend units that are not good, but there's a few reasons that he could be good in the new Shade Mother because one, he is a single hit that does immense amount of damage, which is what you want to bring against Shade Mother from the description, and he's also Shimmer. For Shade Mother, if you attack a number of times using the RGB units, like let's say for example you bring Chloe does her S3, it's, what is that, 5 hits or 4 hits? I'm not mistaken. It's 5 hits, yeah. 5 hits. The subsequent hits from Inferno units will be mitigated because that's how Shade Mother works. Shade Mother will, after a certain number of hits from a certain type, excluding Shimmers, she will then take no damage from that specific typing. Aside from Shade Mother, Desolate Lance, he doesn't really quite work. He's not really that good unless you have him at R6, which then he becomes a pursuit menace. But before R6, there's just not many Tevor running around. If you go to like the leaderboard ranking, like no one is using Tevor unless he's at R6. Yeah, see? Everyone that uses Tevor is either R6 or not running him at all. No Tevor to be seen in Shadow Fire. Oh, he's not running any healer, which is pretty crazy. I think he's running like full... What the heck? How does this team even work? He's not running any healers. Oh, it's just from Valeria giving the damage reduction. Interesting. Okay, that's one team with non R6 Tevor, but aside from that, you can't really see any Tevors aside from the R6s. Let's take a look at Shadow Stream. Same deal, R6 Tevors, except for this one guy. Let me see. This one dude has non R6 Tevor, but aside from him, we don't really see him all that much. We see Xuan Pin pretty much in every team, but yeah, what the heck? He's running Nu C. What the heck? Okay, cool. But yeah, no Tevors to be seen. And lastly, Shadow Gale. Let's take a look. R6 Tevor, and yeah, no Tevor aside from R6 Tevor. Okay, we have one here, and that's about it. So yeah, in Desolate Lands, it's not going to work too well. Maybe aside from Shade Mother, but we don't actually know just yet. It could be good. He could be good in Shade Mother, he could not, but most likely he will be good because he is a Shimmer and he does one hit of single target damage. Next, let's showcase him in the content that he's the best in, which is Holo Battle. If this game mode ever gets revamped, then yeah, he's gonna be the best at it. Let me just showcase to you real quick. He's insanely powerful in Holo Battle because he can just one-shot, kill, get a turn, one-shot, kill, get a turn. And yeah, he just goes crazy. Let's take a look at the first team. It's a really tanky team, but Tevor doesn't care because he's just going to one-shot any unit that has the highest HP or highest defense. So right here, I'm just going to give it to Tevor. Okay, so Meredith is dead right here. Boom. Gone. He gets another turn. Boom. Now Jin Yuyao is dead. Boom. Look at how fast it is. It's crazy. If this game mode ever gets revamped, then Tevor is just going to be a complete menace. Look at that. I'm done with the fight in like less than 30 seconds, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so everyone seems to be running this trio, Jin Yuyao and Meredith and Everett, but I'm gonna showcase him against like this one DPS. He's just going to kill off Ggez and then it's pretty much GG. Okay, let's see if I can go first. I don't know if my okay, I'm not going first, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think he's not going to crit my Tevor. Oh, never mind, he didn't even take the turn. Okay, so right here, Tevor is just going to kill off his Ggez and then it's pretty much GG. Boom. Yeah, look at how fast it is. He already gains another turn. He makes like Holo Battle so insanely fast. Like, if this game mode ever comes around, man, he is going to be a complete menace. Boom. Speed run. Less than 20 seconds, I think. Alright, let's check this out. I give my TA a little bit more speed. If he can one-shot that Ollie, it'd be kind of nice. Oh shit, I messed up. Shouldn't have given it to him. Okay, we might not actually one-shot the Ollie right here because the Ollie has damage reduction from his Rezo 4 and he's not marked with any of the highest defense or highest HP. Okay, never mind, we one-shot. Okay, and that's about it. Right here, he's just going to one-shot the Genie because Genie has highest HP as well. And boom, Genie's gone. He makes Holo Battle so fucking fast, man. Look at that, I'm already done. And lastly, let's take a look at him in Point War. He is really good in manual play, but unfortunately he kind of suffers from auto play, which hopefully I can find some defense, tanky defense that he's going to suffer on. Okay, we found R6 height right here. I'm gonna try to bring Uday to reset him, and then you'll see that it's most likely going to fail. He also has an R6 tricky though, so I don't know if I even get a turn. So yeah, Tevor 93k damage. He killed off the Hyde's first life, and then at that point he just becomes an S1 bot. Ahmed will just fully heal Hyde right here. Yeah, he kills off Hyde. Boom, but doesn't really actually kill him. Hyde gets fully healed, Now Tevor is just going to be S1 bot. Boom, doesn't kill. Yeah, even when Hyde has the highest defense, he was ignoring 60% of Hyde's defense. He couldn't kill. Now it's basically GG because Hyde just wouldn't die. He has Jinyu out. Okay, Hyde just died. But again, Tevor does not have the S3 up, so at this point on, he's going to go for the highest attack, and he's only going to use his S1. Yeah, he goes for Tricky, doesn't do any damage because Tricky doesn't have the highest HP or highest defense. And yeah, he's just going to S1 spam on Tricky, not killing Tricky because there's an Ahmed to constantly heal Tricky. And yeah, Tevor just fails without the reset on his S3. Instead of bringing Everett, let's try to bring Ggez, and then we'll see if that makes any difference. With this team, if he fails to kill off the Hyde, we still have Ggez to back up and reset his S3 so that he can go for that second nuke and constantly... Okay, we still lost because this guy has an R6 Tricky. It's not going to work out too well. Even though we reset the Tevor's S3, we still couldn't do much. Again, with this type of team without any Cecilia, you're better off just going like full AoE cleave instead of bringing Tevor. Okay, so he one-shots, cool, but then couldn't go another one-shot because he doesn't have the S3 up. Yeah, Abigail got the reset because Abigail didn't proc the ocean waves, and because Tevor took one more turn. So yeah, that's his problem right now. He will always go for Hyde even though he can't kill the Hyde. That's the main problem that you're gonna face going up against tanky defense on manual. I always emphasize going in point war on auto because you want your team to work on auto rather than working on like manual, because you want the team to work on knockout as well. So with this type of defense team, I will just go for like full AoE cleave instead of bringing Tevor. Basically just win, right? So right here, I just AoE cleave and win because there's no Cecilia. There's no reason to bring Tevor. Tevor is a single target nuke. He's not really good at AoE. Okay, we found a pretty good team. Let's just showcase to you one more time Tevor without the girl to reset him. Let's see. He's going to go for the Hyde and spam S1 on Hyde. Okay, we still won for some reason. Let's see. Okay, so this one we got lucky, I guess. The Hyde died. Okay, we kill off Hyde. Yeah, we stole his AP. Ahmed. Oh, Ahmed could heal him. But let's see here. Let's see what happens. He goes for Hyde again, but he doesn't kill because he doesn't have the highest HP or defense. Oh, we got lucky with the counter proc. So Hyde dies here, I think. Yeah, we got lucky. We counter proc the Hyde and then put him at 1 HP. So at this point, Everett can just kill off the Hyde. Yeah, we didn't even kill off the Hyde. We must have gotten like extremely lucky for this to win. I don't even know how we won this. But Tevor is already dead because he couldn't kill off the Hyde. Second time. He goes here. Okay, now we kill off the Hyde. Alright. So we got extremely lucky. We procced a Avatara proc on the Hyde, put him at half health, and then S1 him to put him at 1 health. So at that point, Ahmed couldn't just couldn't heal enough. And once he gets his S3 reset, he just basically pops off. But yeah, that's one main problem with auto-wing with Tevor. He will always go for Hyde. To circumvent his dumb AI, you have to bring either Nusi or Ggez. That way you can guarantee reset his S3 and continue on his S3 spam fest. Yeah, he lost because he continuously went for the Zhang Juli and couldn't kill the Zhang Juli. Goes for Zhang Juli even though Zhang Juli has a second life. And then now, oh, we counter proc the Jin Yao, almost one-shotted her. That's crazy, bro. Okay, now goes for Zhang Juli again, even though Zhang Juli has the standoff buff. That's why it's very sus to use Tevor on auto without resetting his third ability. He's going to be really good for RTA, but then again, RTA is up for like, I don't know, 2 weeks, every 6 months. So take it as you will. He's good for RTA, but once again, is it a game mode that you want to summon a unit to be good in? In my opinion, no. He keeps on going for the Zhang Jili, and now he's dead. It's just going to fail. So that's it for the showcase. In my opinion, you go for a Tevor if you're a dolphin or a whale, obviously. But as a free-to-play, I wouldn't advise to go for Tevor, because there's just 2 units that are completely way better than him, which is Nusi in PvP and Xuanpin. Xuanpin is both great in PvP and in PvE, even though he's really good, but he's not up to standards of like Nusi or Xuanpin. And if you've already seen my video on the amount of shimmer records that I've pulled in like 400 something days, you'll see that it's not worth it to go for like second best unit. What I mean by that, Tevor is good, but he's not the best of the shimmer. And with the amount of time that it takes to accumulate this shimmer records, it's just not worth it to go for Tevor. Even though he's good in like Apep and PvP, on manual he's a bit sus, but you can circumvent that by bringing Uday or Nusi. He's really good in Holo Battle, but he's not the best of the best shimmer, and therefore it's not wise to use your shimmer records on him, and especially to use your 50% or 100% PT on a second-rate shimmer unit. That's my opinion on Tevor. He's a skip, unfortunately, for free-to-play players. Yeah, ciao.